geckos have eyelids. Okay? He can actually blink. Instead of having to rely on his tongue with his eyes, he can blink with his eyes. Alright? Secondly, they also lack the ability to climb smooth surfaces. He has to rely totally on his claws to climb. Otherwise, he's a fairly poor climber. They live in areas that are really rocky and real sandy, so they don't need to climb. Okay? They just need to be able to get over rocks and around and through things, stuff like that. This is a type of gecko known as a fat-tailed gecko. Can't imagine where he gets his name. Okay, exactly. A part of his body that the tail represents, it looks like his head. It's a predatory defense. Again, tail autonomy. Lizards can break up their tails in case of a predator. They can break up their tail while the predator is messing around with the broken tail because it keeps wiggling around with the nerves. They can make getaway. If you're a predator, your instinct is to attack the head of an organism to try to kill it very quickly to reduce the injury to yourself. If something comes near him, he sticks his tail straight up in the air. If something thinks that's the head, they attack it, he drops his tail, he runs. Within a few months, he will regenerate a new tail. At the same time, he lives, he survives. Okay? What's the name bearded from?
Because it doesn't look like it does anything but it'll puff out its spikes on its neck.
Okay. Earlier, when we first put this bearded dragon next to it, that beard got really dark black. He flushed it in with blood and everything, made it really dark black, so that it was a threat saying, you know, this is my territory. He puffed it out, made it real big, because he was threatened, thinking that this little bearded dragon was taking his territory. He thought he was getting mad. He was bobbing his head and doing all kinds of stuff. Thought that this one was going to take over his territory or something, so he felt threatened by it. But this is another bearded dragon. Now, what does this bearded dragon look like in terms of animals that you can find here in Oklahoma? Yes.
A horny toad.
Looks like a horny toad. Obviously, it's a lot larger, but here's a good word for you, a good one for you to remember, especially when you're hired in school in biology.